What's up, all you magnificent bastards? Tonight, we're going to have a chill evening talking to you guys about this wacky little Japanese cartoon that has brought us all together. Hope y'all are having a great night. I'm going to put the picture of the chat here on screen in a moment. Let's see here. What's up, all you... Okay, that's me. All right, so I hope y'all are having a good night tonight. Hope y'all are having a good evening. I'm going to put the chat on the screen here in a minute. So tonight we're going to talk about the main topic I wanted to focus on is the last episode of Super. Now, this is not going to contain spoilers necessarily. It's going to really be focused a lot on more speculation, and I definitely want to hear you guys' thoughts on where things are going to go. So yes, hello to everybody in the chat. So many names coming by. I just want to say hello to all you guys. Hope y'all are having... I'm already seeing some funny stuff in the chat, man. So we're at 1,400 watching. Let's see if we can get up to 2,000 here before we get to the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. Let me see if I can put the chat in the screen. Hold on one quick second. Oh, I keep dropping my mic everywhere. Yo, my bad, my bad. We're going to discuss the end of Dragon Ball Super tonight. And like I said, not really spoilers, just speculation. I would like to ask everybody, though, if you haven't seen the last 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Z or read the last chapter of the manga, I would highly advise you to go back and do that. If you already have it kind of memorized, like if you've seen it so quickly, then what more can I say? You know what I'm saying? Like, just whatever. But if you haven't, now is the best time probably to go back and watch those last 3 episodes. The 10-year time skip is complete, and it's going to begin, of course, with Goku in his blue gi training with Oob. And I have a feeling that, or not training with Oob, training with Goten, going to the tournament to meet up with Oob. And I do think that that's going to be... It's going to lead into that. I think Super will lead right into that. I do want to say before we get any further here, my apologies. I have not seen Cinema Slackers yet. I've been too damn busy, so my apologies on that. Also, somebody in the chat before we began the live stream was asking me about my thoughts on Xenoverse 2, the new trailer. First of all, I loved it. I'm really excited about... I'm really excited about where the video game Dragon Ball World is going, not just with Fighters, because Fighters story mode I don't think is that great, but I really enjoy what they're doing with Xenoverse. Fighters is a good game, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying like the story mode wasn't the best. I'll do a full review on it sometime. I'm just having a hard time gathering my thoughts. But anyways, I like how in Xenoverse 2 they're bringing in storylines like having Goku, Black, and Zamasu meet Jiren in the game, and they're also bringing in like Fu, who is the son of Mira and Toa, a character that was really forgotten about. I'm going to do a whole video on Fu. I'll be doing a video about Fu very soon, so you guys kind of get more of an idea, but it's a very interesting story because with that character... he's a character that is essentially one that was dropped. Like, they came up with the idea of Fu way back in Dragon Ball Online. This is like 2009. Like, they had this idea for Mira and Toa's son, and he never got... he never got, like, actual shine in the series. He never even premiered. He was just in a magazine or in a guidebook, and... I'll give you the whole story on that because now after all these years, he's back. So I think that's interesting as well. And yes, I know we have super chats. I'm going to get to those here shortly, but I don't know how long the stream's going to be. But I did love the Xenoverse 2 trailer. Really liked it. No, it's actually pronounced Few. I thought it was Fu also. I actually thought it was Fu. But I checked with Herms, and his name is indeed pronounced Few. Now, if in the dub they call it Fu, well, that's a mistake. Also, some of you guys have been asking me to do a commentary on the Dragon Ball Super dub, because apparently tonight's episode, I didn't get to see it because I was out all night, but apparently tonight's episode tonight's episode of Super was like the dub, right? Hang on, let me ban this guy, bro. You know, he's telling me to shut up. How you gonna tell somebody to shut up on a live stream, bro? You idiot! Get the fuck off my channel, bro. Fucking moron. How are you that stupid, bro? Telling me to be quiet on my own stream. Now, that's what I do. I talk, you moron. So, anyways, I'm gonna roast people tonight, bro, once in a while. But, anyways, I already did 2 reviews already on the Dragon Ball Super English dub. I did one on Universe. Well, I did a few, but I did a couple recently. I did a review of the Universe 6 arc, the tournament, and I did a review on the first Future Trunks episode. I might come back and do a commentary because I'm very curious. I'm very, very curious about what people think about it, because there's been some really bad dubbing decisions made, and there's also been some pretty good ones. So it is very in and out here. Hello, Harry. We got some good people in there. Nerdigans is in there. Hello. All right. I love all of you. Let me go ahead and show that real quick. Yeah, sorry, man. I've got cuss words filtered out, bro. We got to keep this PG. Well, tonight will be a little PG-13. So, a couple things I want to discuss about the end of Dragon Ball Super, all right? Like I said, I'm going to get the Super Chats here in a minute. One thing I want to quickly get out of the way right now is this idea floating around that Goku's gonna die in episode 131. Now, unless Goku like dies and then comes right back to life, that's absolutely nonsensical. Completely nonsensical. I don't believe Goku's gonna die. People have been taking that title, Until We Meet Again, and have been trying to clickbait out of it and making it seem like, you know, that they're making it seem like he's gonna die. Goku's not going to die. Once again, because I guess some people, I know you guys aren't like this. Most of you guys aren't like this. People just either never saw the end of Z, or they forgot, or they probably thought that the end of Z was the beginning of GT, which is not the case either. The last 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Z, everyone's fine. Everyone in Universe 7's alive. So no matter what happens in Super, you know, they're going to survive. Now, some people think there might be, you know, a cliffhanger. And I've already talked about why I don't think there will be. I think there will be unraveled, unfinished storylines. But I don't think there's going to be a cliffhanger where, like, Universe 7 dies and then, like, you know, oh my God, what's going to happen? The series is going to go right into the end of Z, three episodes. Some people have been saying that Goku's going to get the blue and white gi from the end of Z. That he's going to be getting it, hang on a minute. Did I change over to the chat? Oh, I didn't. My bad. Oh, crap. Okay, there you go. Sorry about that, folks. I apologize. I did not put the chat on the screen. My bad. I always forget to do that, all right? My apologies. But what I was going to tell you was, there's going to be some unraveled storylines. Like, I don't think we're going to see Goku and Vegeta surpassing Whis. Beerus is still kind of up there. I don't think we're going to see, like, Universe 11, Universe 6 the way that we want it to. You know, I don't think we're going to see that. I really don't. And I think they're going to leave some stuff open, yes, but it's not going to be a cliffhanger. Now, some, like I said, have been saying that Goku's going to get his blue gi from the Grand Priest. That's possible. I don't think there's going to be enough time to showcase the Grand Priest training Goku. I think we need more episodes for that. I think we need more time for that. I don't see that happening. But it could be that we see it later. Like, we may see that later on. So there you go. Now, I want to quickly get to the Super Chat questions because, you know, they are donations and I have to get to them, and they're going to stack up if I don't get to them now. All right, so I got to get to them now. Let's get through these quickly because I want to talk more about the end of Super. But I'm telling you right now, there's no way they're going to end this series of Goku dying. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm 99% sure Goku's not going to die. That Until We Meet Again stuff is just a tribute to the end of GT. It's just a tribute to that, like, you know, and I'm pretty sure that the narrator may have said that at the end of Z too, like, you know, farewell Goku until we meet again. And we will meet again because we have a movie coming out in December. So Dragon Ball will continue. Dakota Bender, when this story ends, what direction would you like them to go for future stories to explore? Great question. I might do a separate video on it, but just to give you a Cliff Notes version, I want them to take the focus off of Goku. People want to complain and say, Dragon Ball GT's Goku time. Well, guess what, brother? So is Dragon Ball Super, alright? All of Dragon Ball is pretty much Goku time, but really in GT and Super. With Dragon Ball Z, the reason why it doesn't feel like it's Goku time is because Toriyama got smart. You see, Goku's character arc ended at the end of Dragon Ball when he married, he beat Piccolo, he won the tournament, he saved the world, and he married his wife. That's the end of the Goku story arc. I mean, there was more story to be told, but the arc of Goku from boyhood to manhood is over, right? So with Dragon Ball Z, Toriyama introduces Gohan and then later Vegeta and then kind of focuses the series around them, which is why they're so popular. But it's still the Goku show. But what Toriyama did was he came up with these creative ways of taking Goku out of the fight. He died against Raditz. He had to go to Namek for 6 days. Then when he got to Namek, the Captain Ginyu body switch thing happened. He had to recover his body, so he's out of the fight. Then during the Android and Cell Saga, he's either suffering from the heart disease or he's in the room of spirit and time. See what I'm saying? Toriyama, and then he died again. So Toriyama always came up with these creative ways of taking Goku out, but it's still Goku time, but Super's definitely Goku time. So I want them to focus on Goku being a mentor to Oob and to Pan or whoever, Caulifla and Kale. That's what I want. I want Goku to become Obi-Wan Kenobi. And it'll give Nozawa a little bit of a break, right? Amir Dalwan, again, if I butcher your name, I apologize. Assuming the universes are back, what do you think Goku ending up leaving with the angels to train due to his new angel-like power? And like in GT, make one final wish to use it to resurrect Frieza. I don't think, I mean, that could happen. That actually, there's a strong possibility that could happen. I think what'll end up happening is he'll probably be offered to leave with the angels and probably say no, and then they'll tell him about Oob. That's the way I see it. I do like the idea, but I don't. That's very cliffhangery. I like the idea. I don't see it happening. Tony Tone, do you think Jiren will reveal himself as a god of destruction from a dead universe still? Xenoverse 2 article was saying something about a god awakens. Well, Xenoverse 2 is Xenoverse 2. Actually, tonight, this is kind of somewhat breaking news, guys, but tonight over on the Dragon Ball Hero stream that's airing in Japan and Asia, they announced another new character. So Heroes will continue this Dragon Ball story. And yeah, Heroes is all fan service and it's a video game we're never going to get here in this country, but it's still fun to delve into that lore, in my opinion. And they're introducing new characters left and right and bringing back old ones all the damn time, you know. And of course, if you're a video game fan, if you like Xenoverse, you have to study Heroes because you might get a preview of things to come. Timebreaker Bardock is an old character. Timebreaker Bardock is not introduced in Xenoverse 2. He's been around forever, but in Heroes, see what I'm saying? And now he's finally in Xenoverse 2. Same thing with Few and many more. I'm sure this is not the end. So I don't think Jiren will reveal himself as a god of destruction. I think we got the backstory with him already. I love your content. I know a lot. I want to make a video with you, please. Well, listen to the stream I did the other day with Rhymestyle and MJ. We talked about doing collabs and how it works. Thank you, Nicholas. True Sinister, if you don't have anything, bro, you don't have to donate, bro. It's all good. Thank you, though. You don't have to do it, though. Mudrup, would you rather Super have been about Goku and Oob after the 10-year time skip, assuming we didn't get ROF or BOG? I would have preferred Super to have taken place after the 10-year time skip or at some point gotten there because the drama of them dying is gone when you know they're not going to die because they're at the end of Z. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking, but geekdom, you know, it's Dragon Ball. There's always a happy ending. Well, tell Trunks that, bro, because our boy lost his entire future, so... But yes, in general, I would have preferred that. Leo says, what are your thoughts on Goku potentially surpassing Beerus with perfected Ultra Instinct? I don't think Jiren has Ultra Instinct because 17 landed a hit on him. I don't think 17 would have done the same to Goku and UI. Thoughts? Well, good point. I don't know if he has it. So, excuse me, I got some phlegm there. So, I do think, people are not going to like this, but I'm going to say it. Yes, we haven't seen Beerus maxed out. I think when Super ends, Goku will surpass him. I really think that, yeah, because we even said even Lord Beerus hasn't mastered it yet. So yeah, I think that Goku will surpass Beerus by the end of Super. I know some Beerus fans might not like that, but that's how I feel just based on all the clues that we've gotten, the way the narrative structure is going. By the way, I do want to say before I move forward with these questions, I want to thank everybody for checking out that AF video earlier today. I was not expecting it to get that much love or that many views, and it just goes to show that it doesn't have to be about Super. People will watch it, especially with that story, because the AF story was a great one. And I was so happy to bring that video to you because the video was like a narrative story. Like when I do these in-depth videos, right, I want it to be like I'm telling you a story that actually matters. And the story of that video was how a fan art became such a big deal in the community that people thought it was real, to the point where one guy made his own version and actually got hired to write Dragon Ball. And that to me is insane. Like just think about that. Like think about how crazy that story is. And I wanted to bring that story to y'all. You know, that it led to Toyotaro getting the big job, but it sucks for Tablos because he created that, you know, that Super Saiyan 5 picture. Sucks for him because he didn't get the job at Toei, or at Shueisha, excuse me, but and Toei, because Toyotaro helps them too. But it's still a crazy story, you know. Cogger says, what do you think of Goku wishing for a time skip to when Oob is ready to fight due to his impatience? I don't think that's happening. I don't see that happening. It's definitely a Goku thing to do, though. Thank you, Deodric. Oh, man. I don't want to lose track here. And yes, folks, Super Chats always get priority because they're donations, and I just have to give them priority. Please don't hate me for that, okay? It's just, I'm not going to let this dude donate $20, bro. I'm not going to just not answer his question, you know? Hey, Geekdom, love all you do. So if Dragon Ball comes back in the series after Super ends, what would you like to see out of the new SSJ form? SSJ mixed with UI, new take on SS4, new God form, something else entirely. I've said this before, Ben. I don't want any more transformations. I am done with transformations. I didn't even want this damn silver hair. Yeah, it looks cool from all we've seen. I didn't want it. I wanted Dragon Ball to go back to being about strategy and combat versus just god forms and new powers and all that. I don't want any more transformations at all. I'm done with them. I have transformation fatigue. Think about how many new forms they've introduced in Super. Think about how many new ones. And I'm not talking about just Goku. So it's just one of those things where, no, I don't want any more forms, man. I want Super to go back to, or I want Dragon Ball to go back to it being about strategy. And I think now with Ultra Instinct, I mean, they're going to have to come up with a brand new villain and try and stop Goku. It's not going to be easy. Matilda Zamudio. You sound like a Dragon Ball character. Do you think the Super Dragon Balls are powerful enough to revive the erased universes and their gods of destruction? Do you think the wish might offend Xeno twins? Well, it was stated that the Super Dragon Balls have no limits. Whatever that means. People also said that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta had no limits too. You got to remember, the Japanese love to hyperbolize things. So that being said, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, I do think they are powerful enough to revive the dead universes, but Zeno doesn't even care, I don't think. I think Zeno wouldn't even give a damn. Broadhead Brad, if you got to create a transformation, who would get it and what would it look like? Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't really want any more transformations, but if I were to make one, I would love it if, like, Oob tapped into his Majin powers and learned not to transform, but to, like, make his body go pink and, like, be like a gumball, even though he's a human. I would love that. I think that they really fucked up in GT with Oob. I've said this before. I think GT dropped the ball on Oob tremendously. And I feel like that character could have been the number 2 behind Goku. Instead, he became like the number 5. You know, Pan became the central figure in Trunks. And for a while there, you know, Vegeta again, I was really hoping they would give Oob more shine. When he actually became Majub, it was such a cool idea and it led to nothing, bro. So I would like that. Kostia Comrade, can we talk on why Saiyans undergo so many transformations with changed look? Beerus using UI doesn't look different, but UI Goku does. Well, I think the idea behind it is that it's you know, it's Dragon Ball. You're gonna get that, but I think the idea behind it is more so the Saiyans, the Saiyajin. Really, the right way to pronounce it is Saiyan. But if I say that, people throw pitchforks at me, even though that's the correct way to pronounce it. The dub fucked up back in '96, and nobody ever corrected them. It's funny too because when they came out with the Kai dub, I figured they would fix it, but they didn't. It was back to being Saiyan, which is fine. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. The thing about Ultra Instinct is that with Goku, with Saiyans, they just are mutants. They mutate. That's the way I always see it. Just like Frieza's, family. Novoa92, I feel the Demon Realm, my conscience are being slept on. Your love of DBZ has inspired me to start my own channel. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Good luck with your channel. And I love the Demon Realm and Makaio Shin. For those of you who are new and you missed it, I did a multiple video series on the Demon Realm. I did Makaio Shin's Explained, the Demon Realm Explained, Demons Explained, and Goku Goes to the Demon Realm. There were 4 videos I put out, a few months ago. Actually, a few weeks ago. Check those out. Breaking down the entire story, the entire lore behind the Demon Realm, which I thought was very, very interesting. I always like that kind of stuff, dude. I'm always into that alternate realms and stuff like that. I've always been into that kind of stuff. Lucario says, Toa and Mira are blue, Few is purple. Mira needs to start asking some questions. Yeah, I don't know. Well, who else is Toa going to screw around with, bro? Like Captain Ginyu? Is that what you're implying? I don't know, but then don't even get me started on Trunks' hair not making any sense either now, Thank you, Craig. Mitchell says, Yo, Geekdom, can you check your last Facebook post? It couldn't fit 400 characters in this. I can't right now. I'm streaming, but I will check it out later. Is the title for 131 implying Super will never return? No, because at the end of GT, the title is Until We Meet Again. GT had the same title and we got Super, bro. All it means is that it's like us like Goku telling us goodbye for now, but we'll see each other again, which of course, I'm surprised more people didn't think that meant it was going to be a hiatus. It's not, but I do think that we have not seen the last of Goku at all. You guys have to remember, there is going to be the Olympics in 2020. Goku's one of the mascots, along with Luffy and Naruto and a bunch of shonen characters. There's no way that there won't be something with Dragon Ball by then. Ben says, don't you think it's time for a Vegeta-centered movie? Maybe. I don't know about just Vegeta, but I wouldn't mind it if he was like a big deal here later on. You know what I mean? I think Goku would have to be in it. I thought the perfect chance was in Resurrection F, and they kind of did make it about Vegeta, but it really wasn't Vegeta-centric. So yeah, I think so, but I think Vegeta's done so well in Tournament of Power that I actually would like another character to get the spotlight. Shane Gilbert, take your time with the Cinema Slackers thing. Yeah, sorry, dude. Here's a fun question for you. If Funimation approached you to be a voice actor for any Tournament of Power secondary characters you wanted, who would you want to voice? I would want to voice Dr. Rota. I'm serious. It's one line, and I'll be immortalized forever. So, there you go. Hillbilly Jr., when Dragon Ball returns, would you rather see transformations like in GT, tails and fur, or stick with the yellow rainbow hair? I'll see Beerus wishing he never met Goku. Well, that's been discussed for a while, that Beerus wishing he never met Goku thing. I don't think Beerus will make that wish. That being said, though, like I said earlier in the stream, I don't want any more transformations. I really don't. Like, I think this Master Ultra Instinct should be it. Like, even Ultra Instinct should have been it with the gray eyes and the black hair. The gray hair now, silver hair, white hair, whatever, that should be it. I don't think anybody should go past that. But who knows? Justin Stimson. Super's a bedtime story Goku tells Pan. Bro, come on. I made that joke about GT. GT's a bedtime story. Chimera Yuri, Yuri 3. What do you think of the idea of them montaging the last 3 episodes of Z reanimated? I love to see the dogs eating Pan's ice cream again. Dude, that may happen. That may happen. The end of Super may actually be a montage of the last 3 Z episodes, at least Goku flying off with Oob. But I wonder if they're going to use the Kanzenban ending. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I got a video called Dragon Ball's Alternate Ending, Dragon Ball In Depth. There is a second ending to Dragon Ball. A second ending Toriyama rewrote in 2003. That video covers the entire story. A lot of fans who don't read the manga don't even know about that. And if you haven't read the manga, you should. But in the meantime, watch that video. Rick Lewis, what if the Wish brings back the erased universe when it was 18 with the universe that was erased in the Tournament of Power? 18 universes, not Android 18. Let's not get mixed up here. Leaving a happy ending, but room for more arcs if they bring it back. I totally see that happening, and you're right. It's a happy ending, not really a cliffhanger, but one that would leave it open for more storylines. There's still tons of storylines left, bro. I mean, there's a lot of unraveled mysteries in Super. Blackarot 24. If you didn't know the series was ending, what would you like to have seen happen at the end of the tournament? Looking back from 124, Goku this point eliminated, considering it wouldn't be rushed. Exactly what's going on. Goku and Jiren double elimination, and Frieza wins. But I also would have liked more Vegeta versus Toppo. I would have liked more development for. Well, you said after Gohan, but I would have liked. I would have liked Vegeta to have probably shown himself to be stronger a little bit. I like what they did, though. I really do like what they did with that character, and I probably wouldn't have killed the 17. I wouldn't have. But, hey, they had to do it. I thought it was ballsy. There you go. Do you think Jiren and Goku might team up against Frieza for insurance? I don't see it happening, but it's possible. Do you think Vegeta will get Ultra Instinct after Super? Yes, I think so. At some point, maybe in the movie. God, I have a lot to cover, bro. I didn't even want to make it all Super Chats tonight, but I have no choice. These people are donating, and I'm not going to let them down. Bring back Stewie and Kermit discussion sometime? No, that's not happening ever. Kendall Hurley, if Oob is the main character, where would that leave the 4 Saiyan kids, knowing the way the writers in Super treated Goten and Trunks? Well, I don't know about Oob being the main character, but I would like it if Oob was a main character. I would like it if the new Z Fighters, so not really called Z Fighters, but just imagine this. The new, heroes, to me, should be Oob, Kaba, Caulifla, and Kale. Sorry, but put them in there, because they're new. Goten Trunks. Just keep it simple. Maybe a new Namekian. Keep it simple, I would be okay with that. Give Goku a break. Give Goku a freaking break. I really mean that. Can you make a video on who's stronger, Jiren or Beerus? Beerus 109 to forget Jiren, well, we said a lot of fanboys in the community. I can't because I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I have to know for certain before I give you an answer. It would just be me guessing. How would the events of Battle of Gods and Resurrection F would be different if Gohan never stopped training? It's not a bad little what if. Maybe I'll throw that by Detective Q and we'll do it. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. My pen is dying here. I'm actually writing it down on a sticky note. BOGROF Gohan training. For all we know, Quinn might actually be in the call or in the stream. If you had control over the last episode, how would you end it? For example, Beerus and Goku finally saying, "We better keep up the awesome work." I think again, there's not much time left. There really isn't. I would have done something totally different. I would have had Goku and Beerus fight again and Goku beat him, but I don't know if there's enough time, dude. That's the problem. It's so rushed. But I'm sure you mean now, not if the series continued. I guess that could do that, and then Beerus goes back to sleep. I don't know. I don't know, really. Thank you, Zach, for your very generous $100 donation. I've seen your opinion on how you think it will go with Frieza being an important part, but could you write the last few episodes of how would you have it go? Same question that Lorenzo pretty much asked me. All right, so my guess, this is my speculation. This is not a spoiler, okay? Just what I think is going to happen. We'll probably have spoilers sometime next week. My speculation is this. Goku and Jiren fight. Ultra Instinct, Omen, not perfected. Jiren beats him. Goku thinks he got him, but Jiren beats him. They actually have a decent fight. Then, somehow, Goku, I don't know how, taps into Mastered Ultra Instinct. He figures out how to attack. Then, him and Jiren have one last big freaking fight in episode 130. And halfway through the episode, you have them get double knocked out. Frieza is the winner. Then they go to offer Frieza a wish, but just before he makes his wish, he gets sent back to hell. And Goku says, "Don't worry, I'll wish you back someday," which is him kind of BSing him a little bit, which again could lead to a cliffhanger for later, right? Then Goku wants to fight Beerus, and Beerus is like, "I don't want to fight you because this is what I think's gonna happen. I don't want to fight you because Whis says you already surpassed him, and that's it." And Beerus, maybe he tries to throw a punch at Goku and he misses. I don't know. Then everybody goes back to Earth, and then Goku wants to train with Whis, and then Whis says that Beerus is going to go back to sleep, and we prefer you don't mingle with the gods anymore, but you can train this Earth boy Oob. And that's pretty much how I would end it. But you're putting me on the spot here, bro, because I didn't even think of any of this stuff. I'm freestyling right now. I don't have a better answer for you than that, because there's not enough time. If you gave me 10 episodes, I could probably come up with something better, but we only have 3 episodes left, and I'm being handcuffed by the limitations of how much we have left. Cal, bro. Look at this guy. I feel like Oob equals very squandered potential in GT. Yeah, I said that earlier. Relationship with Goku, especially after seeing Vegeta, Kaba. What would you do with Oob? Exactly what I said. Oob is going to be part of the Goku's trainee camp. That's what I would do. Kaba, Oob, Goten, Trunks. That would be the future of the series for me. Pan. And maybe Bra, maybe Bulla if they want to go in that direction, or Caulifla, Kale. Honestly, Caulifla, Kale, and Kaba should probably stay in Universe 6, but they should be coming into Universe 7 for some storylines in the future if they keep the series going. Daniel Nakanishi, God, that name's familiar. If they made Dragon Ball Heroes anime, do you think that there's any way they could make it canon and fit into the normal story of Dragon Ball? Absolutely not. Dragon Ball video game universe cannot fit in any way with the manga or even the anime. Not possible. It would take... You'd have to have a Crisis on Infinite Earths type of thing for that to make sense. And they could do that. They could do that. But other than that, there's no way. Matt W., how would you feel about a series that would fill in the time skip after the Cell arc? For one idea, I know the OW tournament is in manga canon. OW. Oh, the Otherworld tournament. Oh. But it'd be cool to change that and show some of Goku's training with Grand Kai. I don't think you could do an entire series on that. If you're talking about like a series filling in the 7-year time skip between Cell and Buu, it would be very short because there's not much to happen. We know there was peace. We know that Gohan slacked off in his training and Vegeta did, and we know Goku surpassed it. What I would like to see is and this is something I've wanted to see for damn near 20 years. I want to see them explain how Goku got SS3. That I do want to see because they never explained it. We saw Goku get it. I mean, we didn't see Goku get it the first time in the other world and figure it out. I wish they would tell us how Goku figured out how to do SS3. And I thought they would with Caulifla and Kale. What a great opportunity it would have been if Goku, while training Caulifla and Kale, we saw a flashback of him being dead in between the Cell and Buu saga, and you see him learning SS3. See, that's something they could do in the movie. That would be cool. I would be all for that one. But as far as a whole series goes, it would be very short. Marcus says, last time he was first super chat, yes, you were. Goku becoming a mentor, would he become a side character or share the main character role? I want Goku to become a side character. If you feel me on that one, say hallelujah in the chat. Goku, I love Goku, don't get me wrong. He is the core of Dragon Ball. I think now it is time to move on and Goku become the mentor to the next generation. I honestly feel that way. Nozawa's getting old. She's still in very, very good shape, but I think it's time to kind of make him, like, decrease his role a little bit and make him more of a mentor character, side character. You could even make him a legend. You know, like, people have heard of this great Goku, sort of like what happened at the end of GT, but just better. Kyohei Kinoshita. Some of the Super Dragon Balls are from Universe 6, but since Universe 6 is erased, aren't they erased as well? What's the point of the tournament if that's the case? They're not erased, bro. They already explained it to you. The Grand Priest got the Dragon Balls and put them in the World of Void before the universes were destroyed. The tournament even happened. So, no, they are not erased. They are there. Eric Kiasinski. Do you think Frieza will be the last one left when time runs out? Yes, I've covered that already earlier this week. Check out a video, or maybe it was last week, a video I did called Frieza's the Winner. Frieza wins Tournament of Power. Kyle Reagan, love your content. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you. If you could pick any Dragon Ball villain from any show, game, etc., come back from another movie, who would it be and who would you have beat them? I would love to see Cell. Janemba. Janemba's my favorite movie character, movie villain. He doesn't have much of a personality, but his powers were freaking cool, and I think him coming back somehow, some kind of demonic entity like Janemba, I think would work. I really think that will work. But they come back in Heroes all the time. Like, if you look at the Dragon Ball Hero storylines or play the game, which I know is impossible unless you live in Japan, they always bring everybody back, bro. But I will say this. If they ever do bring Cell back, I want it to be Cell X. And if you don't know what Cell X is, I'll do a video on it, but you can Google it. Cell-X. If you haven't seen it before, you're in for a treat. It's more Dragon Ball Online stuff. Geekdom, have you not considered doing a minor Dragon Ball misunderstandings video in Dragon Ball, like people think that Puar is a girl? I have a series called Dragon Ball Mythbusters, which does stuff like that, but they're not minor. They're usually major. So that's the closest you're going to get. I also do quickies. But that's a good idea because, I mean, I don't know anybody who still thinks Puar is a girl. I don't know anybody who still thinks that. But if someone still does, yeah, Puar is a boy. So, do the androids remember their names? I don't know. They never refer to themselves as Lapis and Lazuli ever. Maybe not. I would assume so, because they have that hatred for the Doctor. Hang on a minute. Let me check something here. Just bear with me for 1 second. I gotta make sure the stream is still live here. Because it's loading kind of. Okay, there it is. Okay. We're good. I'm looking at the chat right now. People talking about Cell X in there. But there's a little bit of lag, by the way, folks. So just letting you know. Could Hit technically be able to kill Jiren? Maybe if Jiren's asleep. I don't see it happening otherwise. What about a series that follows Bra and Pan being rivals? This is from Boomla 175 2000. I think it would be cool if Bra took after her father. I would love that. I would love it if in this new Dragon Ball series with Oob and Kaba, if that was a main storyline. I love it. Frieza defeats Goku and Jiren by pulling a Morella 2011. By the way, I'm a huge fan of your videos. I love it. What he's referring to is the end of the 2011 Royal Rumble when you think Alberto Del Rio won. Then Santino Morella comes up from the ground. Then he gets thrown out anyways. Like, that could happen, but it would be different because this time Frieza would actually win. But yeah, it is very similar. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you, Eric. Kendall Hurley says, what is Pan's potential? Because she's Gohan's kid. You got to watch GT for that, bro. She's pretty strong. Yeah, I know it's GT, but that's the best you're going to get. We don't have any other stories besides GT to count on for Pan. Maybe some fan manga. Lucario 417, not counting 6 and 11. Could you pick top 5 fighters from the universe to join the main cast? Who and why? Ribrianne. Please don't. I'm not kidding. Ribrianne would be funny. All right, give me a break. We need some comedy. Give me a break here. The Yardrat, Jimmy's, I think would be great for the cast. The Trio of Dangers, and that's it. That's my pick. Trio of Dangers and those guys. I love Trio of Dangers. Dangerous Trio. James McElroy, thanks for the content and time you put in. Again, folks, I want to thank all of you who watched that AF video because I really appreciate the love. And those of you who want me to cover, like, the Young Gigi manga, Multiverse, now that Super's ending, I might do that because there's a lot of good stuff out there. There is. Frieza's last survivor was to be reverted back to original form before he was mutated. He, in fact, was Yamoshi, and he hates Saiyans because they let him down. JK, for real. That's a wacky story. That would be quite the twist. I'll tell you that much. That would be quite the twist. I feel like it would explain why he knows what Super Saiyan God is in the Jocko manga, but it would also cause a lot of continuity errors. Because if he was Yamoshi the entire time, like, there's a lot of unanswered questions here. But you put JK. But yeah, no, that's a wacky idea. Nate Hartzell, could the human Z fighters been more helpful if the superhuman form was around, or would a 100 times multiplier be enough to compete with at least SSG? Depends on what human we're talking about. Because Oob is a human, and Oob is the strongest human. Presumably the most potential. Mr. Satan, I don't care what his multiplier is. He ain't going to keep up with Goku. No, I don't think that if Krillin, Tenshinhan, and Roshi had a 100 times multiplier, I don't think it's more than God. It's just too much of a power difference. But then again, they scaled Krillin up in Super, so difficult to say. Humans aren't mutants, though. Like, in Dragon Ball, you have Saiyans and Frieza's race, and they're mutants. So, thank you, Lord Kai. Shout out to Lord Kai. I'm still doing super chats, but I see what you said in the chat there. Thank you. What if Goku and Vegeta have more children? I don't think that's happening, but if the series continues, it could. I just think that now is the time for Trunks to grow up and go to knock somebody else up and make more kids. I hope future Trunks knocks up future Mai. S.I. Treg, would you be stoked if Super ends in a non-conventional way, but only if it turned out to be an awesome ending? Well, I want an awesome ending one way or another. I don't think it'll be a cliffhanger, but I do. Yes. Would a series about Vegeta growing up Planet Vegeta be a good idea? I always wanted to see that. I really did. I always wanted to see a Vegeta prequel about like him and his dad in Nappa. I would love to see that. I don't know about its own series though. I would love to see it though. I really would. I actually think that that would work better as like a series of movies, right? Like maybe like OVAs, like 3 of them, like a trilogy. That's what I would do. But I would like to see it. I think it's a great idea. Backstory stuff is great for me. Turles, instead of all the universes being restored, they just wish back all people killed, including Erasure, as a result of the tournament into Universe 7. Shin said there are hardly any life forms in Universe 7. Well, that's BS. Not what you said, what Shin said, because I'm not buying that. I never bought it. In fact, when that video came out, I was like, 28 planets, BS. I made a whole video about it with MJ. I'm not buying that at all. It was horrible. Horrible. That's bad writing. You want to talk about Super having, but that is bad writing. That's bad writing, folks. But I do think this is going to happen, though. Like, I don't know about them going into Universe 7. Everyone, they could do that. People have speculated on that. I think the universe themselves are coming back. Wouldn't Zeno just erase the Wishback universes? Not if Goku tells him not to. There's enough of a friendship there where Goku can tell him to chill out with it and he won't do it. Zeke Kozart says, hey, Big D, no homo, love your ending to Super. But my question is, how would Frieza go back to hell when it's probably only been a quarter of a day? Because remember, in Dragon Ball Z, if you're using up a lot of power in your body, you are draining the 24-hour time you're back on Earth. Like what happened with Goku. When Goku fought Majin Buu using SS3, he was supposed to be on Earth for a lot longer than that. You got to go back and watch DBZ. By the time Goku is on Earth, right, for that tournament, and by the time he leaves to go back to the other world, it's only been a few hours. It hasn't even been a whole day yet. It has not even been a whole day. The Buu arc, the entire, like, what is it, 87 episodes of the Buu saga is 3 days. I'm serious. It's a trip, isn't it? The trip. So that's what would happen, is Frieza would run out of Earth time because he's straining his body. God, I have a lot of super chat questions. Every time. I can't even keep up. Hallelujah. Thank you. They should take the Boruto approach. Goku equals Naruto. I agree. Make it about the kids. Do you think Dragon Ball Super lived up to its potential? No. Dragon Ball Super did not live up to its potential. I'm not saying Dragon Ball Super sucked. I'm not saying that it was a horrible series, but there are things about it that were horrible. Yes, there were things about it. No. As far as it meeting the level of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, no. Not even close. The storytelling, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that they have different writers on every week. Like, I did a whole video about it called 7 Ways to Improve Super, which is really 7 things that suck about Super that I wish didn't suck, right? That's really what the video is, right? That's really what it is. So go watch that, because no, compared to Dragon Ball and Z, no, not even close. It was fun, but it wasn't on that level. Thank you, Darth. Matt W. Showing Goku's training towards SS3 is the main thing I had in mind when asking my question, plus canonizing Pikkon, telling his backstory. Well, yeah, I mean, I would love to hear more about Pikkon. It's just one of those things where you're right, he's not in the manga. Toriyama did design him, though. So, I mean, there is that. But his backstory has always been a big mystery. It's like people want to know, like, who killed Jiren's parents. I'm like, bro, we don't even know who killed Pikkon. You know? Come on now. You talk about Dragon Ball Super having unanswered questions. What about Z? You're forgetting that. Julian Kazmai, love your channel so much in your streams. My dad has cancer, and watching your videos takes away that stress. Goku probably will do what Goku probably will to what you think. I'm not sure what you mean by Goku. Goku probably will to what you think. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm sorry to hear that your dad has cancer. I have had family of mine die of cancer too. What I would recommend is fight with him, encourage him, give him some vitamins, and try going on an alkaline diet. People have asked me, because I used to have it up here in the old Q&As, like, you know, what's up with the alkaline diet? Alkaline diets have been known to create miraculous body cures, like eating greens, like spinach, lots and lots of greens, all natural foods, and you may end up triggering something in your dad so that it would help get rid of the cancer. I'm not saying it's a cure. I'm not saying that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I'm saying that could help, and I've seen it help. So that's a good idea. Hopefully that will improve things. Shane Gilroy says that Nozawa is currently in good health. She is, which is good to know. He says if she were to have health issues before starting a new series, would they continue without her? Recasting once it starts is one thing. I think they would make it not about Goku. I don't know anybody who sounds like Goku in Japan, bro. Nozawa's one of a kind. Keith Myers, if I had to take a wild guess about the end, I feel that Whis will pull Goku aside in 131 to finish his training and receive the blue gi from the end of Z. I said that earlier in the stream. And I agree. I agree with that. Vegeta 3367, favorite god of destruction other than Champa Beerus. It's gotta be Catella, because he's a dick. But I really like Moscow, the robot, who's really not a robot, from Universe, what was it, 3 or 4? 3. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. I wish we had more of him. Yoshimada 101. Gohan needs 2 more forms. Vegeta needs 1 more form. Trunks needs 2 more forms. And 2 more forms for Goten, Little Trunks. For Goku, that's not it. No more forms. No more forms for anybody, bro. Do you think there are gods of creation? The Supreme Kais are the gods of creation. That was explained several times in Dragon Ball Super. Yes, the Supreme Kais are the gods of creation. So, yes, there are. It's the Supreme Kais. MA says, do you think Goku will surpass, thank you, Arkeo, will surpass Beerus during the fight against Jiren? Yes, I answered that earlier. I think so. I don't know for sure. I think so. Hunter Origami says, hey, what do you think if Frieza wins and when he's about to make his wish and gets sent back to hell, his cocoon, because he used too much power like S3 Goku, what if the angels needed to be alive to bring their universe back? Well, I mentioned that earlier. Like, that's actually what I said earlier about, like, Frieza. And it sucks because, like, you probably submitted this a while back as I was streaming. I didn't get to it till now because we had too many super chats. But yeah, I did mention that theory earlier that could happen. What if the angels need to be alive to bring the universes back? I don't see that being the case. I think that bringing them back would resurrect the angels. It's reverse what you're thinking. I think that them being alive, I think that they might be alive. I don't know. See, I don't know, because look, Super's ending, bro. Like, I can't really say what I really know or think, but I think if the universe come back, the angels might come back. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that's a plot point they never elaborated on, and I hated it. Again, that's an example of bad writing. Whis tells us there are 6 other universes or whatever, that Zeno wiped out, and we know nothing else. No explanation. I want to know more. Give me something. That feeling when they use a pirated Luffy as an Olympic mascot. Yeah, it's possible. If Goku beats Jiren, would you be pissed? Most will. No, because I'm expecting it. I wouldn't be pissed at all, especially if it's cool. Because I think he's going to beat him at some point. Like, he'll beat him at some point during the fight. Like, he'll beat him down. Can't wait to see Super Saiyan White Wolf pretty soon. Inside joke to one of the previous streams. Right? GN Fire says, considering you posted a video surrounding Toy Bowl, mentioning Judge, would you also elaborate on Multiverse? I might. That would be a separate video, because Multiverse is a big challenge to talk about. I gotta find the guy who wrote it, bro, and talk to him about it. I think that would be a good idea. I wanted to know if you ever wanted to review Hunter x Hunter. I feel like you would like the show and would love to get your take on the story. I already watched the first 3 episodes. Go to my channel and look for I Watch Hunter x Hunter. And yes, I do have to finish it. And yes, I want to. My Hero is the next anime I'm going to be tackling. The only thing with Hunter x Hunter is that Togashi takes time off too much. He never finishes anything. And no, it's not because of Dragon Quest. Even though I am playing Dragon Quest and I kind of want to play it now. That's how it is. Kyle Regan, I checked out Cell X. That's awesome. Do you plan to cover any of the Japanese-only game storylines? I'd rather watch your videos. Love the AF video. Yes, I've done it already. I know that I've produced over 1,000 videos, and there's a lot to go through, but I have covered a lot of those storylines, especially when Xenoverse 2 was first coming out and when the Trunks arc was coming out. I covered a lot of that stuff. I couldn't really tell you the easiest way to find it. Go to my Dragon Ball Explained Discussions playlist and go through and look at some of the ones I've done. I've covered the Time Breakers. I've covered a little bit of there's a lot of stuff I haven't covered. I covered the Demon Realm. There's a few things. I've done it. but there's a lot of stuff I have not covered yet. I've also covered the evil Namekians. Check that out. I might re-promote that on the community tab for y'all because that evil Namekians video was awesome. Like, not the video. I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I'm saying like the story behind the evil Namekians. The evil Namekians in Dragon Ball Online is like awesome. You know. By the way, somebody in the regular chat is asking me what Saiyans I think will be the focal point. I think all of them. I think they all will. What if all the universes get restored, including 14 through 20? 14 through 20? No, bro. It's 13 through 18. What the hell? Where did universe 19 and 20 pop out of? But anyways, yeah, 13 through 18. And he says, if those gods of destruction become the new series villain seeking revenge. Well, like I said, bro, Super's ending. So it would have to be next year. But yeah, no, I like the idea. Like Bob Hope, that can't be the real Bob Hope. I like the idea of that happening. It would have to be something that would be safe for next year. The question may have been answered earlier. This is from Anime Blaze. But what if Super Boo was to remain instead of Fat Boo based on the outcomes determined power so far? How would it be different? Love your content. I think the reason why they removed Boo from the tournament was because he's too much of a hack character. He can turn everybody into candy. He can absorb people. That's why they did it. I think that it would be way too one-sided for Universe 7 with Fat Boo or Super Boo. It doesn't matter which one. Boo is just too... Remember what I said last stream? Maybe you missed it, and that's okay if you did. When it comes to the Boo saga, right, you're incorporating magic. When you incorporate magic, it changes things. It creates hacks. Dabura spit, Bobby D's mind control, Majin Buu's absorption, candy. These are all techniques based in magic. In other words, they can't, in general, be blocked like regular moves can. So you have to understand that. You know, that would be a hack. And I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm saying that's why they wrote it out, because they realized it would be too hacked. It would be like cheating. Why would Frieza want to go back to hell? I never said he wanted to. Never said he wanted to. I said he has to go back because he only has a limited time on Earth, remember? GN Fire, I wonder what King Kai's doing and if he's aware of a tournament. Probably isn't surprised Goku calls tournament either. Well, a little bit of inside information on that for those of you who are new to the channel, who weren't around like 3 years ago when I first covered this. The Kai-Osama voice actor is ill. The original King Kai voice actor has been ill for years, so they took him off of the show. And that's why we don't see a lot of King Kai in Super. That's the main reason why, because they just don't want to even... If they don't have to use him, they don't have to use him. Which is why if Dragon Ball comes back, you know, I do think Bulma was a good recast, but we may see her storylines toned down a bit if it does come back next year. I thought I was done. They keep coming. All right, Shane Gilroy. Yeah, the whole Shin Planet thing is some BS. Frieza had up to Planet Frieza 79, or even Planet Frieza 448 from Resurrection F. Unless Frieza can't count or skips numbers, that's some BS. I said it was BS from the beginning, bro. Like, if you count up all the planets, filler or not, it's way, like, no. I agree with you. Unless those Frieza planets are uninhabited, I agree. It's BS. And people are going to say, well, Vegeta, you know, in the Guard Jr. saga, which was filler, killed a lot of them. Yeah, but he didn't destroy the planets. You know? It's Vegeta. You mean to tell me that Vegeta destroyed 447 planets? Bro, come on. Come on now. Come on now. Logic. I agree. It's a stupid freaking plot hole. It's bad writing. It is bad writing. Adhithrum, why do you YouTubers, well, I don't know about anybody else but me, bro, I ain't gonna speak for nobody but me, keep saying if Frieza's left after Goku and Jiren double knockout, he gets the wish? Didn't the Grand Prix say in episode 78 that Super Dragon Balls will be given to the best fighter? Yeah, that's what I said. I've been saying that. I've been telling people that. It's gonna go to the best fighter, the most outstanding one. I'm not the one who said that Frieza will get the wish. He might get the wish. We'll see what they say. Zeke Kozar said, that totally went over my head. You truly are a Dragon Ball historian. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, bro. I must have been earlier in the stream. Look, when I answer the questions, I blank them out of my head because I move on to the next one. Do you think the new movie has to do great or be the greatest Dragon Ball movie of all time for Super or a series to return? No, it has to make money. It doesn't even have to be a good movie, bro. This movie could be straight trash. This movie could be Bio Broly. Okay, maybe not that bad. Let me take that back. This movie could be mediocre. It just has to make money. Resurrection F is not that good of a movie. It's fun to watch. It gave us some new transformations for Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza, and some cool fight scenes. It ain't that good of a movie. It really isn't. In fact, in some ways, objectively speaking, it's kind of a bad movie. It has no second act. Things aren't explained. There's no drama. There's no stakes. It just wasn't that good of a movie, in my opinion. The soundtrack's kind of boring. It's fun to look at, though, and it's a fun movie, but it's not a good movie. I think it just has to be a fun movie that makes money. Then, yeah. Kai Blood Edge says, I really enjoy your content. Question: if Dragon Ball has ever done a spin-off series, who would you want to be the protagonist and why? Well, you must be new because I've done a video on it. Check out a video. Look for a video in the search called, I think I called it Dragon Ball spin-offs that we want to see. I think it was me and Rhymestyle, and I talked about a lot of different stuff. But that's an old video, though. That is an old video, so I kind of changed my mind about this, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Pride Troopers anime. I want a Pride Troopers spin-off series about Toppo and Jiren. Do you like my Vegeta cosplay? From what I can see in that picture, it looks nice. Adam Rangel, what if one of the wishes in early Dragon Ball Z was the human Z fighters to gain Saiyan cells? How many fights you think would have ended differently? I only watch this channel for DBZ. Well, I mean, I guess you mean Dragon Ball in total, because I don't just cover Z. I cover GT, I cover Dragon Ball, I cover Super. And that's too bad, bro, because I'm covering other anime soon. You know, but I'm still going to cover Dragon Ball no matter what. But to answer your question, that's a trippy question, dude, because, like, you're basically saying, like, I've heard this before, like, what if Krillin wished to be a Saiyan? I mean, he would have Zenkai. That's the main thing, is he would have Zenkai. And yes, I think that they would be stronger, because they would always rely on those Zenkai. You know, and remember, humans can have great potential too, don't get me wrong, but they would always react to Zenkai. Now, you said gain Saiyan cells. In other words, we're talking about hybrids. They would be even stronger. Because remember, or not stronger as far as power, but they could be because they have more potential. Remember, Goten and Gohan have more potential. If and when a new Dragon Ball series gets made, the new team needs attacks and shit that focus on martial arts, not Technicolor light shows. Agreed, 100%. I want Dragon Ball to go back to its core love. Was Jiren's backstory changed to DBS ending? I don't have an answer for you on that. I don't think so. I hadn't heard that. If you heard that, it's probably BS. There's a lot of BS going around the community right now. Goku is not dying in episode 131. That's one of them, all right? Jiren's backstory being changed. No idea. I think somebody once said that Toppo was supposed to be the main guy before Jiren. That was just an animation mistake. So just don't listen to the BS, and I don't believe that to be the case at all. If I find out something else, though, I'll definitely cover it. What content do you have planned for this summer post-DBS pre-Saiyan movie? I can't tell you all of it, but I'm going to be announcing some things next month that are going to blow your mind. I'm not going to tell you all of it because people in this community who I'm not going to name have a habit of trying to steal my ideas. And it's not an ego thing. I've seen them do it. Like, I've actually seen them do it, and others have too. And I'm not going to play all my cards because people are going to steal my ideas because they do it all the time. So, but you'll know for sure next month because I'm doing a video called Geekdom 101 After Super. And a lot of what I'm going to be doing is kind of the same series that I've been doing, just new episodes on them, like In Depth, Strongest in Dragon Ball, Mythbusters. You're going to get all that shit. But I do have 2 new series planned for the summer that will be a lot of fun. And I'm excited. And when I say new series, I don't mean anime. I mean like Dragon Ball content. New stuff coming. Daddy, what can DB teach us about society today? Ooh. That's a tough question. The issue is that Dragon Ball was finished in 1997. 1995 is when the manga finished. Or 96, whatever. 96 when Z ended. Dragon Ball GT ended in 97. So, it's 20-some years ago, bro. So, like, it's hard for me to give you an answer on that. if you mean Super, there's not much, really. I don't really know how to answer that question, dude. Because Dragon Ball doesn't try to be this political show. It's not what it, and that's why I like it. Because you get tired of like every time a fucking movie comes out, bro, like Ghostbusters, Black Panther, it has to be a damn political thing. Why can't it just be a good movie? Star Wars, like there's always some kind of like, you know, movement to like push an agenda in these damn movies, and I like how Dragon Ball doesn't really do that. You know what I mean? Some people have said that Khalifa and Kale are SJW characters. That's stupid because they're not. They're just characters that happen to be girls. If they were guys, it'd be the same thing. They don't have anything about them that's particularly girly. So I don't see they could have been guys and it would have been the same thing. So that's not the case at all. So I don't think Dragon Ball really pushes that kind of stuff. You know, it's escapist entertainment. What if Goku could move with Ultra Instinct consciously like the angels? What do you think? Well, I think that is going to happen. I think that's going to be the mastered form. Anthony Kinkle. Hey, Geekdom, what about Goku's voice actor saying something about Super having 700 episodes, 100 from each Dragon Ball? Yeah, she says she wanted it to be 700. She's not in charge. It doesn't matter, bro. Like, Sean Schemmel could come out and say, I want 1,000 episodes of Super. He ain't producing it. He's not Toei's ahead of him. It ain't happening. One of us can come out. Chris Sabat, Masako Nozawa. They could all come out and say they want 1,000 episodes. They ain't Toei. You know what I mean? Of course she wants a lot of episodes. She likes what she does, which I love. But there's no, like... She's not in control. Could we see... What kind of flashbacks will we see? I'm not sure what we mean by that. Could we see / what kind of flashbacks? I don't know what you mean by that. Like what? At the end of at 131? Well, they could recap the entire series. They could do that, which I think, you know, would be kind of cool. But I like the idea of them redoing the end of Z. Do you think they should have given Vegeta Ultra Instinct in episode 128? No. He has his own form. It's not as good as the Master Ultra Instinct, obviously, but no, I don't think so. But hey, some Vegeta fans do think so. I just think that I like him having his own stuff. Quentin Phillips. I'm a big Gohan fan. Do you think that the series will end in any way that he may continue training, making him viable for a new series? The way he's being treated now, I don't think that's happening. I would like that. I think that they're just going to settle on Gohan being a family man. Because, like, Super's kind of fucked. I hate to say it, but Super has jerked around the Gohan fans a lot. They really have. And it's one of those things, Joe, where I don't think so. But remember, if they write it to where Gohan says, okay, I'm being serious again, then maybe they could. But I think in the tournament, Gohan kind of had his moment. I don't like it. But there you go. Do you want Dragon Fist to be canon? It's the strongest attack apart from the Spirit Bomb, Vegeta, Gogeta final attacks, and it's visually great. I like it. I mean, I thought it was cool when you see it in Xenoverse. As far as it being canon, I hate that word, by the way, because there is no canon, but I see where you're going with it. It's very OP. I like it. I mean, honestly, I think it's a cool move. I can't really disagree with that. I wouldn't mind seeing Goku use it in Super or whatever. Matt can do it. Hello, Danny. You are the very best, like no one ever was. Can you sing the Fresh Prince intro song? I'm gonna. Well, actually, if you're talking about like, well, this is the story all about how, like that one. I guess I could. Let's see. I don't know if I should sing the. I'll do it at the end of the stream. All right, I'll do it here after I answer these last two questions. All right, so I'm going to answer these last two questions, then I'm going to do the Fresh Prince song, all right? I'm probably going to do a short... I'm probably going to do the... You know, I'm going to do the long version. Fuck it. We're going to close the stream out with that, all right? But first, let me answer this question. Scale of 1 to 10. How mad do these comments make you? Bills is the strongest. Future Goten is black. Belmont killed Jiren's parents because he knows his lore. Think about it. SSB and SSG usually does better. Right now, I'm not really in a state of anger. So I can't really say it gets me mad right now. In the past, it's gotten me mad because, like I've said before, I think Dragon Ball fans, especially the ones that are on Facebook and Instagram, no disrespect, and even Twitter too, but it just depends. And YouTube, I mean, it just depends. Anywhere on the internet, Dragon Ball fans don't think. They just come up with theories that sound cool, but they put no thought into them. Oh, Future Goten is black. Goku through the fight, he was winking. And then when you actually look at the episode and you call them out for being dumb fucks, they get mad at you. It's like, stop being a dumb fuck, you know? Saying that Super Saiyan God is stronger than Blue when the series outright tells you it's not. Saying that Vermouth killed Jiren's parents when Vermouth himself says that he didn't even know Jiren until he got strong. Like, that's stuff that I think Dragon Ball, saying Goku Black is Goten when there is no future Goten, like, they should know this. They should know this. You know, and if they don't, it's fine. But don't pretend like you're this fucking expert and that you know all this shit when you don't. You can always break, and this is I don't do this anymore, but when I first started doing this, I would always get into these debates with people, and I'd always break them apart when they brought up the word canon. I'd break it apart every time, and they'd look at me like I didn't know what I was talking about. Like, I'd break it apart every time. Then I'd go into this long diatribe, and I realized it was a waste of time because they wouldn't get it anyway. So it's like, you know. All right, these last few questions, all right. End of Super, Beerus goes back to sleep, takes everyone's memories of Super's timeline with him, as well as the ability to tap into God Key. Thoughts? I hate it. I came up with that, dude. I came up with that a year ago as a joke, and people took it seriously. Like, that's literally it. Like, they erase all of Super. It would feel like a big waste of time. If the idea of Majub were possibly reintroduced to future series, do you think it would be SSG tier or stronger? Stronger, I would hope. SSR Goku Black, do you ever plan to get Shemmel on for your Icons of Dragon Ball interviews? That's not in the plans right now. It's very hard to get these people, dude. They're busy. Pratik Sharma, what will Frieza wish for when he wins tournament? Please answer. I don't know. I can't predict the future, Pratik. I don't know what he's going to wish for. Maybe he'll try to wish to be a god. Maybe he'll wish to be a god of destruction. He'll wish to be Zeno. I can't answer. I can't give you an answer because I don't have the script in front of me. But if you're asking what I think he'll wish for, I think he'll try to make a wish. And there you go. See, this guy, I knew you were going to say that, bro. You just got mad. No, I did not get mad. I was talking fast, but I did not. All right, I got a little mad. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, a 1, all right? I wasn't that mad. I swear to you, listen, I was not mad, all right? I just want people to think a little more. Okay, I have to answer this as 200, all right? Do you believe Toriyama really means it when he says he does not want Goku to be like the hero, or is he secretly proud that he created a character that divides the world with Superman? No, Toriyama doesn't give a damn about Superman. He never talks about it. Like, he obviously knows about Superman. He's inspired by Superman, but I don't think Toriyama ever compares Goku to Superman. However, I do hope that someday someone interviews him and asks him about it. I think it'd be a great story. So, we're done with Super Chats, okay? Let me get back to the main chat here. I'm going to close out the stream tonight because I'm exhausted with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air song like that gentleman requested. What's his name here? Matt can do it. Well, I'm going to do it. We're going to close out, and I hope you all have a good night. We'll do more of these in the coming weeks, of course. Here we go. Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, and tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. Dun, 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 dun. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playgrounds where I spend most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school, when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air." Now, this is the part that is not in the intro. This is like the extra stuff. I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on her way. She gave me a kiss, and when she gave me my ticket, I put my Walkman on and said I might as well kick it. First class. Yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass. Is this what the people of Bel-Air living like? This might be alright. But wait, I hear that Prissy, I don't even know how to even say that word, bro, because this intro is like the rare one, is the type of place that they just sent this cool cat. I don't think so. I'll see when I get there. I hope they're prepared for the Prince of Bel-Air. And then there's actually a longer verse, bro. Well, the plane landed, and when I came out, there was a dude like a cop standing there with my name out. I ain't trying to get arrested yet. I just got here. I sprang with the quickness, and the lightning disappeared. Then's when he says, I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, a lights place had fresh and a dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it. Yo, home's to Bel-Air. Dun, dun. For those who didn't know, by the way, yeah, there is a longer version of this. It sucks. I'm not a good singer. I'm a good singer, but not these kind of songs, all right? I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, yo, home, smell you later. Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there. Sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air. Dun, 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 dun. That's a great song, by the way. But I just want to say that I can sing, just not that song. All right, I can sing, just not that song. Somebody asked what a Walkman is. Anyways, I'm out. I hope y'all have a good night. That was my stream for the evening, and yeah, a lot of questions answered. Hope y'all have a good one, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.